Howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here. It is December 9th, 2015. It is Wednesday morning. It is 11:12 a.m. You're in a windy Wyoming. Shall we see what the temperature is? We shall. Let's see. Okay. It is 46 degrees right now, but real feel temperature 32. High will be 55 and the low will be 32. And then we're supposed to get some snow next Monday and Tuesday. None until then. We haven't gotten hardly any participation this year so far. I haven't been up very long. I've just been up long enough to do my glucose blood glucose reading and yeah, take my injection. What we're doing right now is going on this app I've talked about before called CareZone. It's a free app, and you scan in your medications, and it will even remind you when you need refills. Of course, it will remind you when you need to take them. And that way it's on your phone. You have that complete list of medications on your phone, and your doctor, your allergies. You can scan in your driver's license, your insurance cards. Like I said, it's got all kinds of trackers for like this is my blood glucose readings, and then it does this nice graph for me of every day. Let's see, for trackers, it has blood pressure, blood glucose, pain, headache, sleep, nausea, weight, blood oxygen, and I deleted a few. It's got a journal, it's got your contacts, your calendar, to-dos, notes, photos, all of that. I've used it at my doctor's. It pulls up all my medication. The nurse is easily able just to scan through it and write it all down. It's just really nice. But and like I said, it's a completely free app. It is CareZone, CareZone, and look for it, and I really like it. So that's how we keep track, and that way when we go to the doctor, we're able just to show them, okay, this is what our glucose readings have been, and because we take them every morning and stuff. So it's really nice. What did we do last night? Well, we took naps like we said we were going to, and then of course Brad went out and made breakfast sandwiches. I told you guys before how we buy the English muffins, and he buys either the turkey sausage or the pork sausage, the lean, and cheese, and then eggs, and then he cooks up the eggs, just like you would if you're gonna make a fried egg sandwich, then he assembles them all and puts them in individual sandwich bags and freezes them. That way he just gets out one every morning for breakfast. So he made all those while I cleaned out here. Since I sit predominantly here and I work so much, I literally had stuff on either side of me just kind of piled. Bags and bags of yarn of things I had made, the remnant pieces of yarn. I needed to go through and put different looms away and just sort and throw away, and I did, and kind of reorganize it so it was easier for me to get around. I just kind of have this kind of nook right here, and then I'm always surrounded by, of course, the puppies and stuff. So I got all that done while he was doing that, and then we had dinner, just watched some TV. I started on a new for an order for a friend of mine. She ordered a red, white, and blue striped scarf. So I've started on it. So, yep. That's the beginnings of it. So I started on that. I'm working on that. And I am gearing up to start. That's why I wanted to go through my yarn, and I'm going to do that. I'm getting ready to gear up to making some stuff for donation. What am I doing today? Today I have got to dust and vacuum and clean the bathroom and sweep and mop. And then I have got to go in there in that bedroom and put away all the yarn I've pulled. And I want to pull out all the partial skeins so I can use those, because I'm going to be making a lot of things for donation to donate down to poverty resistance here. So because as soon as I get this scarf and hat done, then I'm going to be just cramming on making stuff for donation. And you know, so we can take that down there right before Christmas. What else? And I want to pull all the partial skeins, like I said. And plus I have more yarn coming. I need to make sure I have room for that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna loom. I mean, you know, gotta keep going with it. I still got a bit of the flu. My husband's got the flu, so not feeling super perky. You know, it hit me again real hard yesterday morning. Thank God for those anti-diarrhea pills, people. And then kind of was hitting me last night. I went to bed early. For me, I went to bed around 12:30. And then still feeling kind of so I'm gonna have a big salad for lunch. Well, not big, but I'm gonna have a salad for lunch. I have a little bit of shrimp I think I'll throw on there, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna make for dinner. I'm thinking about making meatloaf and like scalloped potatoes. In fact, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And just something like that, something kind of mild and stuff. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna make meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, and a vegetable. I haven't made meatloaf in a while, and that's about it. I need to wrap a bunch of presents, but I probably won't do that today. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I just need to wrap some for my husband and for the grandkids, and for my daughter. And probably set up do that tomorrow. But that's all I really got going on. It was great yesterday. We got all our packages mailed off, and I know somebody had said, oh, you know, you're gonna need me to use a truck for all the money you're making. I don't want people to think that I'm just doing it for the money. Don't get me wrong, when somebody buys something, I really appreciate it, and I consider it a compliment when they do. But it goes right back into the business. I would call it a non-profit business, because I probably give as gifts to my friends and to people, you know, donating stuff, probably 3/4 of everything I make. And, you know, when I do get some money, you know, my husband will tell you, we're very grateful when somebody does buy something, because I will turn right around and buy more yarn. You know, I call it a labor of love, and I love what I do. And, yeah, yeah, the money is appreciated because things are extremely tight and stuff, and you know, but I believe that things will work out. Everything always does, and that something good will happen where, you know, we are able to move and stuff. I mean, we're moving one way or the other. We just want, there's just, you know, no reason to stay here. But yes, it's not just that I'm, you know, when I'm mailing out a lot of packages. Out of all of those packages, there was 2 that were ordered, you know, and one was incense and one was a scarf and incense. So, you know, I mean, let's see, out of 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm like, what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 7 packages, 2 of them were orders. The others were gifts. So yeah, it's not, you know, I'm not. If I sat here and just did it just to make money, it would quickly become something that then I no longer enjoyed. You've got to enjoy and love what you do. I burned myself out on making the candles and the wax melts because, yes, at that point in time we had our children were still at home, and this is how we afforded to make ends meet. This is how we afforded to be able to go to Florida when my daughter was doing an internship down there at Disney World, to visit her and stuff. But I really burned myself out, and you know, I talked before about how a major candle company sued me because they said they owned a berry name, a common berry name that grows. It wasn't a modified, you know, or anything, and I'm not allowed legally to say what the berry is, you know, but I can't see the specific name, but just take your name of any of the different currants, bushes, or berries. You know, just keep putting colored in front. That's all I can tell you. But, you know, and having to spend all the money to fight that and stuff, and yeah, you know, we won. But, you know, it comes with its own downside. I mean, I literally worked non-stop, 7 days a week, just constantly. I mean, I hand poured everything. My husband would help me package, you know, but I did all the listing and all the corresponding and stuff. And, you know, even my family would get tired of it because, you know, I never felt like I was off. But I burned myself out on it. I really did. So, you know, and then like I said, everybody in the world started, all the big companies started making the wax melts. And this was before they did. Before they did, there was only a few companies that did make the wax melts. So, you know, and then with the shipping prices increased, the economy kind of took a dump. You know, you just can't compete. Basically where we live is, you know, in Wyoming and stuff, and there's really no place to get wax that's not shipped in. And even then, it's shipped in. The closest place I ever found was Pikes Peak, and I used to order from them by the cases, you know, by the lot. UPS guy hated me for a while there. But then when the shipping prices increased, I no longer could afford to do that. So, but anyway, it was good while it lasted. But this is a labor of love. This helps keep me from depression and stuff. With me, busy hands are the best thing. You know, we've got a lot of issues going on, financial issues and stuff, and the best way for me to handle it, because I can't handle a lot of stress. I never have been able to. My mind just doesn't work that way. is I have to kind of sit and block it out. My husband and I will sit and talk about, but then I have to just say, okay, I know you're going to take care of this. I got to kind of block it out to not become so depressed and stuff. I mean, you know, when you're faced with a lot of medical bills and stuff, which we all are, but I mean, just, it's a long story I won't bore everybody with, but, you know, we've been garnished for, you know, well over 2 years, every paycheck, you know, for medical bills, and because we stupidly did not take out bankruptcy many years ago, because we're like, no, we've always paid every one of our bills, and we always have, but, you know, that's just the way things are around here. But no, I have to not think about that kind of stuff, because it feels overwhelming to me. I have some anxiety, I always have, and it feels very overwhelming, and yeah, if I feel very overwhelmed, then I feel paralyzed. My husband will tell you that some days I do great and I can call people, I can set things up, yada yada yada, and then other days I will ask him to, because I feel overwhelmed. Now, he's better dealing with people, and part of it is, I know as I've gotten older that my hearing loss has gotten worse, and sometimes people have trouble understanding me because of my speech impediment. Sometimes I have trouble hearing people on the phone. That's why I don't chat a whole lot on the phone. It would depend on if I can really hear this person well or not. You know, I know I can't afford hearing aids. You know, maybe in the future. That's why one of the reasons too that we want to move to Florida is a lot more programs and stuff that just aren't available here in Wyoming. We live in the least populated state of the United States, of all 50. So that tells you something. And we, you know, Casper is right there, one of the biggest cities in Wyoming besides Cheyenne. But yeah, so how I deal with a lot of stress and stuff is sometimes, you know, I will devote maybe a half hour working on I have to remember the thing about doing what I can do and then letting the rest go. And that's what I'm have to hold true to, because I mean, that's all I can do. Good coffee. Anyway, that's all I got going on, guys. Yeah, I'm thinking about some stressful things. Can you tell? I'm like, gotta not. It'll be a good day. It'll be a good day. Wow. We're talking about all this flooding and stuff, and even put Grants Pass there on the weather thing about the flood warning and stuff. I hope Angie and Jay and Cammy are all okay up there. Not worried about you guys. Hope all my friends in California are okay. Hope everybody's okay. Anyway, that's all I got going on. Nothing spectacular. I'm probably going to sit here and watch a few videos and do a bit of looming before I get with my housework and stuff. I kind of like to wait, because a lot of times after I take my injection for the diabetes, it will sometimes really throw me for a loop. So I like to wait for a while. In fact, I think I'll probably do my housework before I eat, so in case I have tummy trouble, I'm already done. Alright, anyway, I love you guys, and I think you're awesome, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.